Welcome, class, to Church in the Community from Moody Bible Distance Learning. This is your fearless leader, Professor Jeff, and I am excited to welcome you to week 2. So first of all, I'm going to just get it over with, get right out in front. The question of the week is, did you watch the eclipse? And were you in totality? Ooh, because we were not in totality. We were at 92% about-ish, but about 4 hours south of here in southern Illinois, in Carbondale, they were in totality, and like thousands and thousands of people went down there. Some of our students went down there, but a local doctor actually donated money and bought every student in 4th through 8th grade classes. So the clouds cleared, we were able to go outside, we were able to see it. Super cool. So the question is, did you watch the eclipse and were you in the path of totality? Did you see the diamond ring effect and Bailey's beads? By the way, that's going to be on my 7th graders pop quiz tomorrow. Ha! So, all right. A couple of thoughts about week 1. Week 1's discussion boards were phenomenal. Rock stars, okay? I'm really looking for interaction. I'm looking for debate. I'm looking for dialogue. And you guys did all of that. So I want to encourage you with that. This is what I want to encourage you. Do not wait till Monday night to post. Do not wait till Monday night to do your responses. I can tell if you posted at 11 and 11:02. Okay? So don't do that because it doesn't give the people you're posting on enough time to respond. And I want everyone to be able to respond. And if somebody asks you a question, especially if it's your professor, please answer it, okay? Because you're going to lose points if you don't. I want to make sure that you're answering the questions. But it was a fantastic week. So, with that said, we are on week 2. And you're going to continue reading Jacobson. I want to give you a little encouragement about Jacobson, okay? Jacobson is not the kind of book that you're going to pick up for a beach read. It's not. If I saw it on the shelf of a bookstore, I'd look at it and go, that's weird. That's an interesting book. But I wouldn't pick it up. But I will tell you, there's been so many books, especially during seminary, the 3 years of seminary, that I had to read that I would have never chosen to read, that I was so glad I had read, because God used it in such an amazing way to open my mind and to actually maybe even frame things differently or create new categories in my head about ministry that I'd never thought about. So I'm thankful for the Jacobson material. I know sometimes it's tough sledding. I know sometimes it's muddled as you go through, but especially this week, I think it's going to become better. I think it's going to become more understandable. So we're going to continue with that. You're going to read a chapter of Keller from the Counterfeit Gods book about doing ministry with non-Christians. Ooh. And you're going to watch a video of John Perkins. Now, it's a 6.5 minute video. I went to seminary, a Reformed Theological Seminary in Jackson, Mississippi. John Perkins is from Jackson, Mississippi. That's where he's located. And I got to see him preach and teach all the time. And what you see in 6.5 minutes, he can do for 6.5 hours. He's one of the most passionate, powerful speakers I've ever heard ever in my life. And when he preached on racial reconciliation in the great state of Mississippi, okay, for those of you who are in the South, I'm a Southerner, Tennessee born and bred, okay? But when he preached on racial reconciliation in Mississippi, people listened. He's amazing. So you'll watch that video. Now, what you're going to do with the Keller information, with the Keller material, is you're going to talk about, can a Christian partner with a non-Christian in ministry? Ooh. Or let's say it another way. Maybe a Christian of not the same stripe as you. I remember I was in a staff meeting one time and I was leading devotion, and I actually asked the question, "Hey, could we do a soup kitchen with a lesbian nun? Could we help at the Caring Pregnancy Center with Mormon Church? Could we I don't know, having a mom come and help us with our what am I trying to say? Our flowers outside. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's late. And of course, automatically, most people around the table went, no. Automatically. Now here's the thing. You may get to no. I don't have a problem with no at all. I just don't want you to say no so quick because I want to think through it. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? Should we do it individually, corporately? How do we do it? Could you serve soup with a lesbian nun? I don't know. Maybe so. The reason I said a lesbian nun was in the context we were in, that's about as far diametrically opposed as we can get, okay? But Keller's even going farther. Could you do ministry with non-Christians? Could you? Would it compromise the ministry being done? Interesting. I am very interested in your thoughts. Now, week 2 discussion board is the Jacobson material, but you are going to be talking about bike lanes. And let me tell you something, that's crazy because I live in Pontiac, Illinois, and we drive to Bloomington Normal, where Illinois State University is. That's kind of our town we go to. And right now, Illinois, Bloomington is going nuts about bike lanes. I'm not kidding. They're having city council meetings. It's all in the paper. People are freaking out about bike lanes. Now, I'm a cyclist, right? So I like bike lanes. I don't want to be hit by a car. I've been hit by a car on my bike, by the way. So I don't want to be hit by a car. So this is really quite timely for me, and I'm very interested to how you go about this, how you go about the discussion boards. So with that said, if you have any questions, if you have any prayer requests, please let me know. And with that, onward and upwards.